Welcome, we're in chapter 8 and we're going to talk about the crop and the straighten tool, using it in the full edit mode. So go ahead and select the cropped image happy face, press Control I. This will open it up in Photoshop Elements Editor. As we can see here, we're in the full workspace, so under Edit, Full. Go ahead and select the crop tool by pressing C, which is a shortcut, or go ahead and select the crop tool here. If you were to press C again by accident, you'll see that the recompose tool will come up. This is because it's the other tool within the crop tool. As you can see here, if you press on the black triangle, you can see both tools here, and they both have the shortcut C. Just select C again, and you get the crop tool. If by chance you have information up here in the width, height, or resolution fields, you can go over to the side here and right click and say Reset Tool, and this will bring it back to what you see here. And the crop tool does exactly what it says, it just crops. So right now my aspect ratio is no restriction, so I can draw a crop to whatever I like. So I can draw over the happy face. Maybe I think that the happy face, maybe the scene of this photo is a little and maybe I just want a picture of that happy face, and that's where the crop tool will come into. And as you can see here, the overlay that I have is rule of thirds. If this was bothering me and I didn't want to use that, because I know I just want the happy face, I can select none. And then I can select inside the marquee here, and this will move it, and then you can use your control handles and adjust the crop. Let me see here. And once you're happy with it, you can press a green check mark, and this will make the new crop. Now what is interesting about it, and sometimes people forget, is you can draw a frame with the crop. Believe it or not, I know it's a little side note, I'm throwing it out there. But let's draw the crop again. Once you draw the initial crop, then you can adjust the control handles, and you can adjust it outside of the image here. And watch what happens. And then when I press the green check mark, now I have a frame around it that quickly. Isn't that great? So, okay, now let me press undo, undo. And maybe I wanted to add a little dramaticness to the crop. What I could do is I can draw a crop out again, and then maybe rotate it a little, and then press the green check mark. And this will rotate it for me while cropping. Let me hit undo again. Maybe I wanted a 4:6 of the happy face. How would I do this? At a resolution of, let's say, 240 to 300, because that's good printing quality for a resolution. Well, if I were just quickly go to image, resize, image size, I can see my resolution is already 240, so I don't really need to touch resolution. But let me go back to my aspect ratio. Let me click my crop for, I want a 4:6. Now when I do it, watch what happens. I can't draw it so freely. It's kind of constraining me. So once I have it, I'm going to move it into place. Oops, excuse me. Maybe I need to extend it just a little bit more. Okay, click the check mark, and this would be my new 4:6. I can go to the zoom tool, look at the print size, and there's my 4:6. How do I know? I can go to View, Rulers, 6:4. Okay, just wanted to throw those little things out there real quick for you, just to see, verify what you see. Let me click Undo, and let's talk about the Straighten tool. Oh, let me go back to the Crop tool. And remember, if you wanted to clear this, how would you do it? You can choose aspect ratio and no restrictions, or you can right click and select reselect tools. Okay, something else I want to tell you. Remember, the overlay also has a golden ratio. What does that mean? It means when I draw my crop out, this is the sweet spot. So if I were to push this over, let's say over the star, this would be the main subject of the crop. And not too bad. Of course, I would definitely clone out this fire alarm behind it, but it doesn't look like it'd be bad, that photo. Not too bad. So you have an option of using the golden ratio or the rule of thirds. And I forgot to mention, but rule of thirds is like, as I've described in a previous tutorial, its basic philosophy is if you have a photo of a sunset and an ocean, it's better to have 2/3 ocean, 1/3 sunset, or 2/3 sunset, 1/3 ocean. So by using those ratios, either one that I just discussed, it makes the photo stand out more. If you put it just half and half, it doesn't add any interest to the photo. Now to show you how the straighten tool works, it's really simple. What I did, I rotated this picture just to give you an example. You'll click on the straighten tool here, and it gives you some canvas options. You can grow or shrink canvas to fit. You can crop to remove the background or crop to original size. Rotate all layers if you have more than one layer. And what you do is you just find a point that's straight. So this fire alarm would be an excellent indicator. You just drag across, click and drag across, and it will rotate the canvas for you automatically. Okay, so let me undo this and choose the second option here, which says crop to remove background. And let me do this one more time. See, now I removed part of the background, it straightened it out, and it gives you a nice photo. Let's check one more time, and let's see the other option here, crop to original size. Remember, you just click, find a straight edge, and drag across. And there we go. Obviously, the second option is better. Go back to crop and remove background. And let me select across. And there you have it, the crop tool and the straighten tool.